We got World War III on our hands. It looks like we are about to witness World War III. Israel and Iran. These two are sworn enemies. Just as BTC was just about to break out, we was forming a bull flag, and then the improbable happened, which looks like we're about to witness World War III. But are we? Are we really about to see World War III? Gold has spiked and gone to record highs. Now when gold normally goes to record highs, ladies and gentlemen, it means that people are running away from fiat. They're running away from the dollar. They're running away from the pound. They're also running away from euro. And they're getting into safe haven investments, such as gold. Now, Iran on Eid, Eid Mubarak to everyone. We started off with a bang. So Iran decided to send missiles to Israel. It was intercepted and there were no casualties. No one got hurt. And in this moment, we found ourselves, ladies and gentlemen, in the cusp of a World War III situation. What is really going on? Where does the truth lie? What is happening? What is going on? In my personal opinion, this is all theatrics. Nothing has happened, and it's all a way to divert their attention from the masses. The people of power are playing a game of theatrics. We're not going to see World War III. We're not going to see anything of the sort. Matter of fact, this is all, in my personal opinion, coordinated. Iran phoned Israel and said, we're going to be doing such and such in this location at this time. Get ready. This is all part of a massive, massive show, ladies and gentlemen. And please, do not get caught up in this. This is all FUD. Nothing's going to happen. There will be no casualties. There will be no fights between Iran and Israel. And Iran and Israel will continue their Cold War just like the Soviet Union and America. Iran mainly specializes in proxy wars. They have other nations, other parties, other third parties that do their bidding. However, gold has gone parabolic. Now I understand people are fearful, but this, ladies and gentlemen, is a time where you buy. You have the Vietnam War, Gulf War, Afghanistan War, Iraq War, and the Crimea crisis. Now, what do you notice, ladies and gentlemen? What do you notice here? In all 5 situations, in each war, we went up. We didn't go down. We went up. In all 4 situations, ladies and gentlemen, we continued that trajectory. Only in the Afghanistan war that we witnessed a decline. But that was due to the dot-com era. As you may or may not know, during 2001 and 2002, ladies and gentlemen, we had something called the dot-com war. Now, the rule of thumb is buy the invasion. Now, that sounds counterintuitive, but the point is, this is the hardcore data. As you can see here, in 1964, in 1991, in 2001, in 2003, and in 2014. All of these opportunities were buy the dip opportunities. And in this current situation of 2024, ladies and gentlemen, it's no different. History doesn't repeat, but it often rhymes. Here is an example of Russia. Russia invades Ukraine. We plummet 10%. BTC plummets 10%. So does the SP 500. On the 24th of February 2022, Russia invaded Ukraine. As you can see here, the blue line is BTC and the green line is the S&P 500. We immediately dropped 10% in both these markets, and then we rebounded within days, ladies and gentlemen. There is no difference. You buy the dip. But in times like this, when there's blood on the streets, what do you do, ladies and gentlemen? When people are fearful, what do? While everyone is fearful, while everyone is panicking, guess what BlackRock is doing? They're buying the dip, ladies and gentlemen. Bitcoin ETF volumes have increased, and they've increased substantially. It's gone vertical. It's gone straight to the right. It's increasing day by day, week by week, and month by month. And stablecoin supply is also increasing. Tether is minting new coins. USDC is doing the same. DAI, FDUSD, and so many others. 14 other stablecoins are minting new coins, increasing the supply. So what happens to stablecoins when the supply is increased? USDC is increasing in supply. They're minting new coins, and BTC has a close correlation with USDT. As you can see here, the blue line is USDT and the orange line is BTC, ladies and gentlemen. The price of gold has skyrocketed and surged to almost $2,400. Gold is currently at $2,372.50. It's up 1.25%. We knew this was going to happen. But the problem is, with people in general, price narrative always follows price action. People want to rationalize it in their head, but this was expected anyway. We were consolidating for a very long time. From here to here, we were consolidating for how long now? For 197 days. Almost a year, we consolidated. The banks and the central banks were accumulating for a very long time. Now we went up and we've gone parabolic. Now we've broken out and we've gone parabolic. For gold to move this drastically, it is a big deal. We went up 15.57%, which is massive. Bear in mind, gold market cap is huge. It's 15 trillion as of today, ladies and gentlemen, the market cap of gold. Now, these candles are massive. These weekly candles, if it goes up 1% or 2%, that's huge volume. That's massive. That's massive volume. But as you can see on the RSI, ladies and gentlemen, we are really overbought. But we can be overbought for weeks, months, years. That's not the case. That doesn't really matter too much. That doesn't really matter too much. People are fearful and they're rushing into gold. This is all FUD. This is all a nothing burger. Don't take this serious. Iran is not going to do anything. Israel is not going to do anything. People are just making a huge fuss over nothing. The VIX has also gone up, spiked, but not as drastically as I thought. The main concern, if the VIX gets to 40, 35, 40, then we have an issue. So we're going to monitor this on a day-to-day basis and see where the VIX goes. As for the DXY, it did need a bounce. And I can see the DXY. Let me show you on the monthly. I can see the DXY do something like this. I can see it do something like this, ladies and gentlemen, where we make a massive bull flag and we break out. But this won't happen until 2030, 2025, 2026. It might just go parabolic. But as for now, I think it might just consolidate for a while because we've been consolidating for a very long time. And now we're seeing higher prices and the resurgence of inflation, ladies and gentlemen. Inflation is a concern, and it's still a concern for the US and the wider world, to be fair. And we have already seen a resurgence in inflation. I don't think it's going to be as dramatic as some of the bears like to insinuate. The S&P 500 gone down 1.11%. We've made a massive parabolic run. Look at the weekly and look at the RSI. We haven't even had a reasonable pullback. This is nothing to be scared about. This is nothing to be fearful about. Like literally, we've gone parabolic and we need to reset. We need to come back, retest some of the resistance, some of the support lines, and head back further down. This is not time to panic because Iran or Israel is doing something. This is just typical fear mongering and FUD. Huge red candles is the time when you buy. When people are fearful, you buy. Like, look at this. We've gone consecutively how many weeks? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 weeks. And then again, we've gone 5 weeks. And then again, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. So we're going to pull back, find some support, and then we're going to head up higher. We're going to probably consolidate for a while. We might see a summer lull. So we might see something like this, ladies and gentlemen, where we just consolidate for a while and then we go back up. I know, your alts are getting absolutely demolished. I'm with you. They are getting absolutely demolished. BTC is doing well. It's outperformed. I think you're going to struggle to see this, so hopefully you can zoom in on your phone or on your laptop. But there are literally 6 other coins that outperformed BTC. Out of 50 coins, only 6 have outperformed BTC. In the top 50, the ones that are outperforming BTC is number 1, Shiba Inu. Number 2, Stacks. We did speak about this time and time again. Join my private members club and to learn more. Number 3, BNB. Number 4, Mantle. Number 5, Render. And lastly, the one that we all love, Dogecoin. Okay, I keep telling you, I keep reminding you, and I'm going to keep reminding you. And I'm also going to tell you when to sell. It's not the moment to be fearful. This is a time where you buy hand over fist. While people are scared, while people are thinking we're going to be in a war, we're going to have to buy supplies. It's the end of the world. It's the last coming. When people think the Messiah is going to return. These are the times when you buy. Crypto watch list for the week ahead. BTC. The next Bitcoin halving will happen in literally 5 days. I think anyway. Let me see. BTC halving. Countdown. Here we go. Live countdown. And we have 4 days, 8 hours, 16 minutes, and 14 seconds. Uniswap. I've got a bone to pick with Uniswap, to be fair. Uniswap has received a Wales notice from the SEC. Now, Uniswap tried to play a tricky game. They tried to play both sides, to be fair. They're meant to be decentralized and they lost their way. And they started to censor certain projects. I won't name the projects. And they started to delist certain projects. How can you have a decentralized exchange that delist certain projects? So they tried to be clever and they tried to play both sides. They tried to appease Gary Gensler, and in reality, Gary Gensler was playing them. And they deserve it. I'm so sorry. They deserve this. This is meant to be decentralized, guys. This whole space is meant to be decentralized. No government, no entity can infiltrate. No government, no entity can get involved. Make it open source and no censorship. But they decided to play it safe because their offices are in the United States. So what did Gary do? Gary hunted him down, found him, and gave him a Wales notice. Uniswap is now in trouble, and they themselves are about to get into a lawsuit. They might go to jail, they might get arrested, who knows? But they're definitely getting fined. And if they don't have the money, they have to pay. All of these exchange, all of these DEXs should be decentralized. There should not be no CEO, no COO, no C this or C, none. There should be none of this in the space. If you don't believe me, in July 2020, Uniswap delist 100 tokens from interface, including options and indexes. Synthetic tokens and tokenized stocks have made it to Uniswap Labs blacklist as a regulatory concerns mount. The world's leading decentralized exchange, decentralized, I emphasize decentralized, because we're going far from the credence of BTC, or we're going far from the credence of crypto, ladies and gentlemen, has announced the delisting of a number of tokens from its app interface. Uniswap Labs made the announcement on Friday, emphasizing that the tokens had been removed from the app interface only and the protocol remains immutable, which is a lie, ladies and gentlemen. In the blog post, Uniswap Labs hinted that the increased regulatory pressure may have influenced its decision, stating, we monitor the evolving regulatory landscape. The company also describes the move as consistent with actions taken by other DeFi interface. So that's what happens. There you have it. Tale as old as time. You have to fight the Fed. You have to. Look at Coinbase. Coinbase fought the Fed. And look where they are. They're in a much better place. That's the staple example. That's the staple example that the industry must do. Period. Number 3, Injective. Injective will undergo a major upgrade next week. So this is bullish, ladies and gentlemen. Injective currently at the moment stands where? Injective is currently at $23.87 and it's gone down 32%. A lot of alts have crashed at the moment because people are cowards. Number 5, ETH and BTC. Hong Kong is likely to approve the first spot BTC and ETH ETF early next week. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. China is back on the bandwagon. From banning it to unbanning it to banning it to unofficially banning it, and now to BTC and also ETH ETF. And I did tell you, ladies and gentlemen, that Ethereum will have its ETF in May. If Gary likes it or he doesn't, it's happening. Number 6, we have Stacks. Stacks Nakamoto upgrade rollout starts on April the 16th. I have spoken about Stacks many times. They're coming. The upgrade is coming and it's priced in. ENA has been showing a lot of strength during the last BTC dip, and the TVL continues to grow very quickly. Dodge Day is on April the 20th. And then lastly, the first big stock unlock happens tomorrow. Tomorrow, guys, $117 million of stock will be distributed to early investors and contributors. BTC price targets currently at $63,487.08. This doesn't look good. It doesn't look good. We've come back down and we probably might hit this target. I did speak about our target right here between 56 and 57,000 US dollars. Me personally is dumbfounded. There's a lot of fear in the markets and it's irrational to me. People are fearful because of this Iranian war, like I mentioned, or this Iranian conflict, shall I say. And this is all just part and parcel of the crypto market and the markets in general. So my next target is at 61,000. Then we're going to head to 57,000 US dollars. But let's get to the main event. Let's really get to the main event. And let's talk about alts. Alts are not doing well at all. They're not doing well at all. And the king of alts is not doing well. We've headed back down. And there's the next resist. We've plummeted it back down, and the next support is at 2,500. 2,500 is the next support. All of this is just air. I'm going to head back down to 2,500 in the coming future. In the near future, ladies and gentlemen, we're heading to 2,500. Unfortunately, things are not looking good. It's looking bleak at the moment, but it's really imperative. But it's imperative that you understand to buy the fear. We buy fear. We don't buy massive green candles. We buy massive red candles. And this is very bullish. This is the weekly, and literally in the past 2 weeks, we've gone down from here to here 23%. This is not looking good. Solana, same thing, not looking good. Past 3 weeks, this is the weekly by the way, we've gone down 40% from wick to wick. In the past 5 weeks, in the past month, ARB has gone down from wick to wick 62%. There's nowhere to hide for alts. Literally, there is nowhere to hide. In the last month, in the last 6 weeks, we've gone down a whopping 60%. I can keep going. Pepe, same thing. From wick to wick, we've gone down 60%. And there's more. There's Blur from the past 4 weeks. Let me show you the monthly. In the past month, we've gone down from wick to wick. We've gone down 49%. So alts have nowhere to hide. And you got to understand, in crypto, coins go higher than you ever anticipated. And unfortunately, they go lower than you have ever anticipated. So it's imperative and important to take profits. Guys, make sure to take profits. When people are euphoric, those are the times where you take profit. And when times are fifth, you buy and you add more to your positions. Now, if you didn't take profits, then just sit on your hands. But the next time this happens, remember, guys, to take profits. I did tell my private members to take profits. BTC dominance currently at 55.39. Well, it looks like it's heading to 60%. Okay, hands up. I got it wrong. It happens. These things happen. Unfortunately, we got it wrong. We genuinely thought that the BT dominance was done. But unfortunately, we might be heading to 60. It looks more probable now that we're going to head to 60%. ETH BTC chart, we broke down. And this is a major breakdown. This is the king of alts. And if this breaks down, alts have nowhere to hide. They literally have nowhere to hide. ADA is plummeting. Solana is plummeting. BNB, Matic, Polygon, AVAX, NEAR, none of these coins have any place to hide. It's been a pleasure. Thank you for watching. This is Altcoin Era. This is your boy Ahmed. Make sure to like, subscribe, hit the bell notification button, comment, share, all of that good stuff. Peace.